we live? Mic check. We live? Mic check. Second, let's see. Mic test. Second, mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Oh, we're gonna use the other one. Hold on. Let's swap out the mics and let's use instead. We're gonna use the other one. Hold on. Let's swap out the mics and let's use. Alright, we're gonna use this mic. Mic test. Alright, we're gonna use this mic. Mic test. Alright, it should be good, I think. Alright, we're gonna use this mic. Mic test. Alright, it should be good, I think. Okay. We had this full hour February gap here. Okay. We had this full hour February gap here at the same time. We also had this 1 hour February gap right here. I'm watching that because we're supposed to make new highs and go take out like old highs. These highs right here. And maybe these. Still very bullish. But since we had Powell speaking today, I didn't really place any trades, honestly. I'm more so waiting for PM session, which is around like 1:30. I'm gonna see if I can find a setup on that time, because I didn't want to trade through all of this. That we kept bouncing back around. Right after 9:30, we did get the first percentage gap, which was right here. I'm gonna draw it out real quick. Gonna label it. Mine is green, so it's a little different. But that was that here. And also this is just the daily candle. But right now there's not much going on. Like I was looking, and at the same time I was looking to be a buyer today because we moved quite a bit yesterday. Yesterday was a win, of course. I bought into this yesterday, and today I was looking to be a buyer also. So since we had that 10 a.m. news and Mr. Powell yapping about nothing, which kind of disrupt my trading, so I didn't look to do anything, honestly. I just sit it out because I knew whenever you see there's like a thing, it happens quite often, and you won't see it until you won't notice it until you kind of like stay in the chart long enough. Whenever like price action is doing that wick and back and forth and crazy wicks, more often than not, it's best to stay out of the market. And I was watching all of this. Like I watched, for example, right? Since last night, I was keeping my eyes on this 1 hour Fibonacci gap. I thought about taking a long overnight because I do overnight trades too. I thought about taking a long in there, but I went to the gym. I came back. I was like, yeah, I'll see if anything special happened. But since we had news, I was like, nah, let's just fade it. I'm not completely fading today, but because I'm just gonna wait for PM session to see what happens. So I'll rather just wait for that and see how we play the PM session. And honestly, I'd like to see some sort of pullback into like a continuation for later today around like 12 o'clock, 12:30, 1 o'clock. You know, of course, we're very, very bullish. That's the thing. Very bullish. So most likely around maybe 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, I'll probably hop on my TopStep account and look to place a trade if a setup shows itself for today. So it's Tuesday. We still have expansion. So we still have expansion day, despite that we have news. And I see this is like a potential gap that's forming here. And we also have an inversion. I'm watching all these levels. 15-minute chart here. We inverted this. That's bullish price action. And this is a bullish order block right here. So maybe later this could come back in here and increase to go higher. Something. This could give a play. So, but at the same time, I low key don't want to be trading because I hate, like, for example, whenever we move away from midnight and 8:30, we're kind of really expensive, and you're kind of buying into like deep premium, which I don't like to do. Honestly, I hate doing that because I rather buy like somewhere below it or below here than being the buyer here. So honestly, right now there's not much going on. Like if you were to continue trading after Power Talk, probably this would have been a setup right here, but it's already 11 o'clock. Usually 11 o'clock is like when I stop trading. I don't want to continue doing anything. Let's check the 5-minute chart. There's a fair value gap in here. Now it's expanding. We're most likely will hit maybe like a good 400, 500 point expansion today. I could see it happen. It's Tuesday, you know. But if nothing shows up, this week is just weird. And same thing tomorrow too. We have Power Talking at 10 a.m. again, like twice. Ugh. Like I don't like whenever that happens because it's like it annoys me, but it's the market, bro. The days that you want to be looking for a setup, we have news. So in long term, we have an inversion gap right here, long term, on a 30-minute chart too. That's about to be inverted. So it's more reason why I'm very bullish on this. Um, let's see. It's either like the way this is moving, right? I think the best trade will probably be Thursday. We'll probably find something on Thursday. We have 8:30 news on Thursday and then 20 home sales at 10. Thursday could probably be a good trading day. Wednesday, maybe 11 o'clock on Wednesday. Let's see if he's still talking. I don't know if he's, I don't be watching this guy talk. Powell. Mr. Powell. Is he still, what is still going on about this crap?
In the 70s as a percent of GDP.
But energy includes natural gas and gasoline, and that's it's a meaningful portion of the
Yeah, so
the
of course
basket.
we have more natural gas than we have so much natural gas, so that'll always be there for us.
So none of us can predict what's going to happen in the Middle East in an hour, much less in a week or a month or a year. But as a technical matter,
I don't want to hear all that. A lot of times, you just let this. One thing about the media. Sometimes they won't. Sometimes they're gonna like steer you away from the truth. You know. They will like tell you what they want you to know, not what's actually going on. So as of right now, there's really like Nothing going on. The only opportunity would have been here. You know, if you were waiting, for example, if you were waiting for price to go above the first presented gap, you know, trade below it, came back up, small fair value gap here. Even if you had just stopped here, it would have been stopped out. See that? And that would have frustrated you if you were in the trade in this one right here, that small fair value gap. And the second entry would have been here. Somebody entered here. That was all during Powell talk. Stopped out again. See, that's why you kind of want to avoid trying to trade whenever like high impact news or 10 o'clock is happening. Bring you till 11 o'clock. One setup here. That's three. That's already two trades attempt. You know, it's not like you're wrong. It's just like the price action is so bad. And there's another one right here. Boom. And then entry point right here. But then you look at the thing. We're only range 164. We didn't even move that much. We really didn't even move that much. Like there's still more upsides to be delivered. At least I think there's more. But we gotta close this. Once we close past this fair value gap too, once we invert this, I honestly think tomorrow is gonna be a good day where we just fucking push. I really think so. If today doesn't end up running doing like a 500-point run, and then we're gonna go and take out all these highs, and then just start making new highs. I don't like to keep too much stuff on my chart, but like this old fair value gap is trading the upper range. More than likely, we're not gonna come back down here. I wanted price to do that, but I don't think we're gonna do this. So 2 p.m. I'm expecting another expansion. So it's only 11:29 right now. Since it's only 11:29 right now, so there's not much to do. Cause I have my account set to unlock at 1:30. So I'm probably gonna cut this stream short and probably be back at 1:30 to continue. But I hope there's some sort of manipulation like that occurs later today, like some sort of pullbacks for another continuation. Something like, you know, something that comes down and then run back up. That'd be cool. But based on how this is going, I hope that happens later today. Some sort of pullback and so like a fair value gap. So I'll be back for that and then look to see if I could catch a long during the PM session. So that'll be what I'll be looking for, honestly. But anyway, thank you for watching. I'll be back at 1:30 to continue the stream.